It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got Bobby Okereke. He's been a core contributor all season, approaching 90 tackles for the year. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better...
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. Singletary to get the drive started. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They go play action here on 1st down. Complete. It's Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 16 carries, 77 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Hardman on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. He's got it to the 43 here. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. 2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
It's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll give this to Singletary running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give up the middle to Singletary. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They run here with Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And another fine run there. This one good for 15. He's come out on a mission here to start this drive. Another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This pass hauled in by Dotson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground with Robinson. Oh, fighting off the defender.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
This is 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Singletary, they'll run for it, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
And this is a commentary of today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach will think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now out come the Giants. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because, you know, they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 5. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Again, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
This is taken at the 15. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket, and one he... And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. A.J. Brown, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Will Levis with a couple of touchdown passes there. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. It's Dodson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. Goes right back to McBride. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Trey McBride, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jermaine Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 123 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run the draw here with Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
On the give, here's Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, a 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Giants have it. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On the draw, Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Again, it's Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Singletary to get the drive started, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Robinson. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hand off now to Robinson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he will have a Giants 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Singletary will score. Touchdown, New York. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll set up a throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants now down by 2 touchdowns. 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Under pressure, they got him again. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Washington offense set to take over again. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So a victory here for the Commanders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Commanders, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they will head